Hello, I am a Shrimpchu of a chill variety, and today I'm excited to bring you a build that my Sims really need. That's right, it's not a house. Today, I am building a photography studio, because I don't know about you guys, but I'm really bad at actually getting my Sims to take, family photos and stuff, so I was like, if I actually build a lot and make them go to it, and force myself to do what I actually want to do, maybe it'll be nice. Maybe it'll be snazzy. I'm not going to lie, I've had this for a while and I used it for a bit at first and I need to place it in more of my new saves. I've kind of forgotten about it. If you are not new here, then I have a little bit of a build backlog from 2023, and this is another one. This is actually quite fitting because I built this according to my timestamps on my recordings on the 3rd and 4th of March 2023, and I'm sat here recording this on the 3rd of March 2024. Comment below if I took more than a month to actually put this out on the internet. Also comment below if I actually managed it within a month, because I don't know what I'm doing yet. Anyway, clap marks. Clap marks? I was gonna say clapping is a punctuation mark, but you know what? Clap marks, guys. Clap marks. Anyway, photography studio. I thought it would be handy. It would be somewhere different for my Sims to go. It's a fun little build. I was quite proud of it just because it was something different. Even though watching back my recording, I'm chuckling in IS, trying to make my very square builds less square by adding more squares. But what is a building but a bunch of squares in various alignments? So you know what, it's fine. I'm kind of trying to go for like, yes, we're a business, but we're a fun, creative business. So it's, functional but colorful. I don't know. I want to say like, I don't know, quirky, trendy vibes, but I don't know. I don't know enough for business interior design trends to say if that's accurate. But you know, in my little Sims world, where I make the rules, it is. So you can already see like the main areas for me. You got a little reception-y desk whenever you come in, and that leads into an open seating area before you go into the back with all the different photo rooms, because obviously this is a business, they may have many Sims for many different photo shoots. Judith Ward could be getting her latest like acting promo shots in one room. The Pancakes could be getting a family photo in the other. You never know. I just feel my Sims watching me like, take us there and let us take photos. I'm one of those people, you know how people have like their whole legacies, like they have the family photos on the wall of all the generations. I want to be like those people, but I also both forget to take photos and also tend to get bored with the Sims families. I jump around a bunch of different save files, so I'm like, oh yeah, what was I doing? Where was I going? Oh yeah, I made over there to the right is like, obviously, this is a photo studio. They have to edit the photos and stuff, right? So that is a delightful little editing area for the poor Sim staff. But it's nice, it's open, there's daylight. What more could you want? You get daylight, that's a lot. And then there's all of the art. So some of it's going to be, photos of Sims that came here. Either that they were like, yeah, display our photos, or maybe it's been, Sim staff, or maybe some Sim celebrities that were like, yeah, totally, post my pictures. And then a bunch of it is just fun, creative art, just to keep you like, because we're a fun, creative business. No pained grins as I say that, but it's okay. I don't have to market this place, I just have to build this place. That blue rug. It's nice, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't last, guys. It doesn't last. Don't get too attached. Yeah, it's like The corners of the room are like boom color, and then the main part of the room is like a little more black and white. Some color pops. You know what? I'm making this commitment, declaration. There we go. I'm gonna go put this in my newest save after I finish recording this voiceover, because I have a nice little save. I'm trying to have a little family of Sims that are gonna like do everything in the game, like max all the skills, do as much of the careers as they can. It's a like 3-generation family, so like there's, well, okay, now there's 3 kids, their mum and their grandmum, but it started off with 2 kids and they were twins, but one's a werewolf, one's a vampire, because of course. And I was thinking, you know, they can go into the same careers and then each go into the different career path when it splits, and it'll be great. It'll be fun. I just want to see the chaos of werewolf and vampire siblings once they're older, because right now they're toddlers and everything's fine. Life is good. They're running around befriending the goats and the chickens as they live with their granny, who has a nice open garden. Actually, you know what? If you've watched my previous builds or you're interested, you know my nice like autumn pumpkin-y house that's like a nice cozy family home with autumn vibes, has a bit of a garden and like chicken area and goat and mini sheep area, and the chef hustle table out front to be like, yeah, selling those pumpkin recipes that we grew the pumpkins for. It's the family from that, and they live in that house, so you know, that's the small amount of sim lore you got there. I am intending to get them into the gemology. Wow. Listen, in my defense, I am recording this not quite first thing in the morning, but I'm not fully awake yet. But I'm like, do you ever get in the morning whenever you know you're not awake, but you're also very awake? So it's like, I'm like, oh yeah, let's do things. But also the part of my brain that actually thinks isn't awake yet. So we are just having a nice little vibe. Thinking about happy little sim things. Also that bathroom. Listen, I was trying to go for creative and different, and I went with it. I still don't know if I like the secondary windows, but at the same time I thought it was a nice creative thing. Like the light would come through the outer windows through that, but it's still private, like it's way raised up, there's no privacy issues. I just wish that the window and the door could be the same size, the same width. I think that's the only thing about it that bugs me, but I'll let it go, because things don't have to line up, and this is an arty photography studio. So if anything's not going to line up, and it's going to be okay because it's creative and quirky and fun, yeah, it's here. So that's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Shrimp. Don't worry about it. Apologies to anyone out there who hadn't noticed those windows and is now annoyed and cannot unsee. It's okay. You can change them. I'm not going to complain. I won't even know. You do you. Because as usual, this is up in the gallery. My gallery ID is Shrimpchu, and it should be up as, it's either Simtography Studio or Simtography Studios. But much like the previous build I put up, it's gonna be 4 or 5 rows back in my, like, gallery catalog if you're looking at all the builds. Because again, 2023. I have a backlog, but I'm really grateful I didn't go too overboard in building. So it's not too hard to find these things as I release them further into the internet and go, here, have a creation. Pat on its little head, give it its little backpack, hope it remembered its lunch, let it go out into the world, aka the internet, because that's quite enough world. Quite enough. And yes, I did cut out a lot of doing the roofing there. And normally I'd be like, oh yeah, I'd leave that in, because personally I like to see how people do roofing, because it's still what I struggle with. I say struggle. I can obviously make a roof, but I don't know how to make a good roof for a lot of building shapes. But I did some cutting because this delight, you know, it's fine, because have you ever looked at a building and went, wow, nice roof? No, half of them just have weird shape coverings, because that's all a roof is. It's a weird shape covering. But I completely undo that, what I did. Like, it doesn't stay. I get a much more fun, creative idea with functionality that you'll see any moment now. But for now, I'm just gonna be proud of my absolutely atrocious amount of neon lights and the camera up front. I was like, oh yeah, it's a photography studio. Giant camera on the roof. Peak creativity. But you know, it's the little things, and if it brings joy, that's all you need. And if it brings better lighting, even better, because of course I wasn't going to leave those in the purpley pink, okay? We're on a blue and yellow theme here. That's right. Functional space on the roof. So, once I actually figure out if I'm doing half walls or fencing, there's just a fun little area. I like to think of it as the staff area. Like, whenever they take their breaks, they can really take their breaks. But, you know, I like to think, you know, if your Sims are regular customers, if they befriend the staff enough, that they, the staff let them come up and enjoy the wonderful staff facilities too. Because who's going to stop you when there's literally nothing between you and that ladder, other than probably a, like, safety insurance issue? I don't know. In real life, sure, but in The Sims, it's fine. So, that's right, you could go up and sunbathe, which could also work if your Sims are like, hey, I want a nice tan for my photo when it's summer. You know, just thinking about your perfect photos, that's all. And then you have a nice little barbecue area. So again, it's just like a nice, good weather hangout for the poor Sims staff here, who've been, you know, slaving away at the cameras and then editing all the photos in the laptops, and then are like, listen, I need my eyes away from screens, and I need to just enjoy fresh air. They can go up the roof, grill some hot dogs, sunbathe, and then, yeah, I was like, gee, what do I do with the other side? So, of course, there's a hot tub, because why not? You gotta relax a little. And the telescope with some functional air vents, because you gotta keep down there ventilated, you know? Think of the poor Sims trying to edit. And yes, we gave them a coffee machine. It's both for the poor staff who've been editing your photos for the last 12 hours, and also for the nice, friendly customer Sims who are just waiting on their photos. So thank you very much for watching, and if you enjoyed this, feel free to check out more of my videos, and I will see you next time I throw a build screaming into the internet.